Hello, hello. Update 53 is finally here, and Update 53 is the final update for Inferno before the next major update, which should come later this year. The first thing up is Crossfaction voice chat. One of the biggest requests from the community has been to bring back the abilities to talk to the enemies in local voice chat. After over a year of exploring options, the devs thought that this feature may never come. They then contacted a company called Vox and found out they support what is called large channels. These large channels would allow up to thousands of users to connect to the same voice channel. The final solution to making this work was to have Anvil and Foxhole share similar infrastructure. Now I'm not going to be able to get into the nitty gritty of that, but the devs did state that this helps solve a few problems for both games at the same time, luckily. Now what are your thoughts on cross-faction voices coming back? Are you happy that they're back? Do you think they're going to cause more problems? I personally think I just want to go behind enemy lines and become a spy and listen to people's conversations. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Next we have dedicated vehicle ammo slots. Currently vehicles only have generic inventory slots. Now with this update, vehicles will have both specific ammo slots and still their generic slots. One of the neat features is showing the different ammo types that the vehicle can take and how much ammo the vehicle can hold. The devs stated that this could help with future balancing, as they would be able to change the amount of ammo a vehicle can have more easily. I believe this is an amazing quality of life change. What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments. Not only are the devs changing the way we speak to each other in game, our ammo slots, but they're also changing the map. This is the West Coast redesign. This is the first time since Entrenched that there's been any significant changes to the world map. The devs have stated that these changes are needed to prepare for the major update that's coming later this year. Similar changes will come to the East Coast, but they wanted to do it in two different phases. As a part of this update, Frenetic Coast and Westgate have been pushed out to the westmost hexes on the map. New hexes such as King's Cage and Sableport will be taking their place. Fisherman's Row and Orebreaker have been disabled for now, but will return in the major update. The overall world is growing for the major update coming later this year to accommodate for the new features and content. What do you think about these map changes? What do you think they're preparing us for? It all seems a little fishy to me. Let me know in the comments. Introducing new rifles and tanks. Introducing the brand new Colonial automatic rifle, the counterpart to the Warden auto rifle. Next, we have the Warden short rifle, which is the counterpart to the Colonial pitch gun. Do you think adding these rifles to each faction will bring a little bit more balance to infantry? Let me know in the comments. There are two new early rocket artillery tanks as well, one for the Colonials and one for the Wardens. This update will once again revisit rocket artillery with the ongoing goal of making them useful. The devs have stated that the maximum range of the rocket artillery has been doubled, with the accuracy being lower at longer range and having a longer flight time as well. They did also state that the damage was slightly increased for these rockets. These new tankettes are considered early war vehicles, so we should be seeing them on the battlefield very soon. What do you think of these new tanks? Will they be too overpowered or undertuned in the early game? Let me know in the comments. The devs have added many small improvements, quality of life changes, and minor visual enhancements that will be coming in this update as well. Aim can now be toggled by using an on and off key press. The map can now be opened and viewed while assembling items or packaging. This is honestly huge for us Logi players. I get so bored spacing off while I'm waiting for things to package. Large crane can now be undeployed in 4 different directions instead of 1. Callout localization. Callouts are now localized to a user based on their selected language. Multiple tripod mounts support for the BMS holdout and future content as well. 10 new types of log entries and other overall log improvements to help catch those alts. Coal refinery visuals. As someone who worked only in a coal field during all of War 103, this is a beautiful visual addition. Shift left clicking on the map filter icon will toggle all other icons off or on. Weapons for each faction now have different types of metal and wood to distinguish them between the factions. And that has been everything from Devblog about Update 53 coming soon. As a reminder that this is a smaller update and that the bigger update will be coming later this year. The dev branch will be open soon to test all of these new things along with the dev notes. And I'm sure that we can assume that this update will take place during War 105, unless maybe War 104 ends a little bit too soon. Let me know your thoughts about these changes in the comments. Make sure to subscribe for more Foxhole content. Stay safe out there, and cheers.